Well, hey, LTD family, welcome back for another episode of the Morning Huddle. It is the week of July 6th through the 12th. I'm Sam.
And I'm Regina, and I'm back.
And she's back, and we're so excited. Hey, we're talking about strong connections. And in these busy seasons, like summer, we know that every department plays such a critical role in creating these memorable experiences for our guests. And obviously, we know that no one succeeds alone. And so I'm curious, Regina, when you're thinking about, in these busy seasons, building stronger connections, what are some things that you would suggest that we can focus on, in the hotels?
So as the first one says, offering help before someone has to ask. If you see someone, whether it is someone in housekeeping, maintenance, especially if with the heat outside, offering them a bottle of water, instead of just speaking when you walk past, ask them how their day going, because you never know what that could do to their spirit. So those are a couple of things that comes to mind.
Yeah. And I love, obviously we're always trying to connect with our guests, but I also think that, happy team members make for happy guests, right?
Right.
And so, when we're all working together and we're enjoying the work that we're doing together as a team, that just translates into our guest service and guest satisfaction. So I love, love, love when we get to recognize our teammates for a job well done. And I think it's so important to take a little bit of time, out of our days, just to recognize when someone is going above and beyond, or they really took the time to connect with a guest or to go out of their way to help somebody. It's really meaningful, I think, when you recognize those things. And we would love to see, right, nominations for Star Player of the Week for the Huddle. Those are super important. Break room shout outs. We love to see break room shout outs. But even if it is just a hey, and I saw what you just did right there, and thank you for doing that. That really meant a lot. That can really change the course of someone's entire day. And it's so important. We're oftentimes have great intentions of those things, and I think sometimes we're just moving so fast and we're so busy and our head is down and focused, we almost forget to just look up for a second and acknowledge all of the incredible hands that it takes to make this thing go. And so, I think that's a great challenge for each and every one of us this week is let's think about an opportunity. Let's be intentional about finding opportunities to recognize somebody for going above and beyond, for living out our values, and for really taking the time to be a good teammate, and to really be helping service our guests. We love best-in-class service, and we love when we get to help families or business travelers or all sorts of people coming in and out of our doors each and every day. And so we get those opportunities, and let's take a minute to just say thank you to our teammate that that helps us make the thing go. So that's certainly a great challenge for us. And like it says here, when we're supporting one another, we create a better experience for our guests and obviously a stronger workplace for everyone. So I think that's a good challenge for us this week.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I'm up for the challenge.
I love it. Well, we love to share good news, and hey, we're curious to know, did you know that we have these, we have our restaurants, we have Super Chicks and we have Your Pie. We have Super Chicks in Chesapeake, Virginia, so right there on Volvo Parkway. And then we also have our Super Chicks in Williamsburg. And if you haven't had the opportunity, my goodness, delicious food there. And then, of course, we have our Your Pie there in Norfolk. And we wanted to just spread the good news. Reminder to everyone that we actually have perks as LTD employees. So we have 20% off of catering orders, and that could be catering for, maybe it's a general manager who's catering something in for their team, or maybe it's a private event that you're having, a family reunion or something for your kid's sports team. Who knows? But we're getting 20% off of catering orders and 15% off when dining in at any of these restaurants. So just a good reminder to all of you that if you have your Payday app on your phone and you present that, you can get a pretty good discount, I think, at any one of these restaurants. And then here on the screen, we have Alora's contact information. Alora is our sales and marketing manager for our restaurants, and she can certainly help you if you're interested in a catering order. But just a reminder, as we get into summer, there's some good opportunities there, maybe to take part in some delicious food at one of our restaurants and enjoy some of these perks that we have as LTD employees. Okay, awesome. Well, we are going to jump into our birthdays for the week. We're in the dog days of summer. It is hot. It is hot. And we are going to jump in. We've got July 6th. We have LaShonda celebrating a birthday at the Delta Chesapeake. We have Shamika celebrating a birthday at the Spring Hill Suites Chesapeake. And we have Katie celebrating a birthday at Your Pie. Happy birthday.
And on July the 7th, we have Lexus at Your Space Chesapeake celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. On the 8th, we have Kimberly Schlick celebrating her birthday from our corporate office. Happy birthday, Kim. And then we've got some great work anniversaries coming up. We're celebrating Polly Bradshaw for 5 years at the Fairfield Inn in Williamsburg, and Fred Lawson celebrating 4 years of service at the Holiday Inn Newport News. Congratulations.
And on July the 10th, we have Jennifer at the Doubletree Columbia celebrating 3 years, and Dulce at Aloft Chesapeake celebrating a year. Happy work anniversary.
Happy work anniversary. On the 12th, we have Wendy Molina celebrating 5 years at the Fairfield Inn in Williamsburg. We have Charlene celebrating 1 year at our Fairfield Inn in Williamsburg. And we have Miss Tara celebrating 4 years at the Residence Inn Chesapeake. Congratulations to you. And we are jumping straight into our word of the week in Espanol. Regina, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
This week's word is conexión. And I promise you that's how she pronounced it on Google. So,
We verified. And,
yes, we verified that.
Esther's taking it easy on us. She helps us put these presentations together, and she knows that that we need a little help. So conexión, and that really is the theme of our week. It's connection. Yep. And really finding opportunities to connect with one another, and then obviously with our guests as we look forward to providing just best-in-class service to each and every one of our guests as they walk through the door, helping make connection and memorable moments as they pass by. So great opportunities to provide connection for our team. And with that, you guys, we will wrap up the week. Let's lean in
and get better
together. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay